Thank you for coming. I'm
You're
excited
welcome.
to have you do this conversation and share your journey through the 21-day Quantum Leap Challenge with our community. Can you take us back to where you were before you started the challenge at that
Yeah,
time?
I probably had probably close to a year of disconnection. And a lot of weight on my shoulders, uh, letting everything just take over instead of me um being able to like work through it. And so I was very disconnected. Um to the point where I wouldn't even remember that I can take care of myself. I can work on myself. I I just was that disconnected. And I was scrolling through TikTok and I found your live and I was like instantly I was attracted. I also had just had a breakthrough of wanting to reconnect. So so um I love how people get placed in your life for a reason. Um so I I run across your TikTok and I joined the live and I was like, oh my gosh, this is just amazing. I mean, I felt very, very connected, very good with it. And it was right before I went to work. I ended up being in the meditation for the full 2 hours while I was working. Um, and um, and I joined actually, yeah, and I joined while I was at work. It was absolutely amazing. And I felt so heightened. It was so long. It's been so long since I felt that heightened, and it was just amazing. And I just knew that this is what I was supposed to do for myself.
Wow, thank you for sharing that.
You're
And
welcome.
what inspired you to say yes to join the challenge?
Um, I like to challenge myself, and I've done a lot of Zen challenges and hosted Zen challenges in the past. And and as soon as I knew that there was a challenge, I was like up for it. I was ready for it. I was going to put 150% into it, and I knew that's exactly what I needed to do for me. So I knew that this was set here for a reason and purpose. It there wasn't a coincidence in it. This is what I was supposed to do.
And what was your experience like once you got into it?
I felt like myself again. Almost instantly, I could feel so much weight lifting off. Things became enjoyable again. Work became enjoyable. Waking up to go to work or to take care of responsibilities, everything felt enjoyable again. Everything was lighter, which was like a breath of fresh air to me. And then also, like, I started noting synchronicities happen. My spirit animals kept started coming back for to give me messages because I wasn't so shut down anymore. Um, it was just it was really good. Like connection, my connection started coming back. It everything. I started feeling like myself again.
And during, you talked about a little bit about the synchronicities during the
Hmm.
21-day challenge. Was there anything that stood out with the synchronicity or a breakthrough or maybe emotional release?
Um, I'm going to share just a really little synchronicity story that I like about a message that I got from a spirit animal. Um, so some of my clients had parrots in their house, so we had to go in and get them out. And I was like, and the friend that helped me, I was like, wow, I was like, the parrots, it's the spirit animal of the day. And I just kind of giggled. So we're in my car after we get the parrots out, and a guy starts walking up the street with a green shirt that says parrot really big on his shirt. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, can the signs be any more valid and vivid and right there in my face? And it was just so amazing. And this was the day after I started the challenge. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is just incredible. I mean, that's just one incident of the synchronicities that were happening. It was so cool. I thought it was really cute story.
I love that. I love that story. And
Oh,
how
three
did
parrots. Three parrots.
three parrots?
Yes.
I love that. And how did the daily meditations affect your mornings? I know you're talking about that you are doing the quantum portal activation one
Mhm.
and some other ones. How did they affect your mindset throughout the day?
Well, I started getting up early in the morning. I would play it, get up, and then go to sunrise at the beach. And it was just amazing. And sometimes I would play them while I was at the beach and do some extra meditation while I was there. And it just started really setting my day again. And one quote I love to say to people is if you set your day, you set your life.
Now that you've went through the 21 days, how do you feel compared to when you first started?
I feel like I'm back on my timeline. I feel like I'm right back on the path that I slipped off of temporarily last year. And it just feels so good to be back on that track. Just so amazing. And it's also like brought me back out and like I'm reconnecting with some of my friends again and I'm not so recluse and I'm just doing things that I love to do for myself again. Even if my schedule gets busy, I'm making time for myself. And and it's like it showed me how important self care and my self worth and what I need to do for myself. Because if I put the work in for me, everything else works out the way it's supposed to.
Yeah, I love that. And have you noticed shifts in your energy, mindset, or even maybe opportunities showing up around you?
Yes, yes, I have. Yes, I have actually. Um, some financial, which sometimes it gets slower in the summer for me. So some financial that have boosted slightly, and my connection, actually during the last 21 day challenge, I've been doing some shadow work, some generational trauma shadow work deep into the DNA on a cellular level, and I've been just working on that again, and it just I feel so grateful um, that I'm connected again in order to do some of the work that I was working on last year. So I know this is on a little deeper level, but that's what I've been working on, and it just feels incredible. Just to be able to feel so connected for me to be able to do my own work again on myself, and like if others need help, I've been giving back as well.
That's amazing. And you also did a one-on-one meditation with
I
me.
did.
How was that experience for you?
Um, I can't say enough amazing things about like your guidance in meditation. It's just so powerful. It's so incredible. And just your voice alone is so soothing and your energy that you put into it is just it's incredible. It really heightens me. And every time I do any of the meditations, I feel so heightened. And I can just feel the energy through the meditations.
And did the one-on-one meditation help you unlock or realize anything?
It definitely helped me release some things and to help my body relax because I I had a lot to release at that time, and I feel like I've really released so much throughout the whole process. And that one-on-one that day really helped me a lot. It really helped to align me and to chip away at the blocks that I was chipping away at.
Chip, 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 chip.
Yeah.
And what about being part of the community, our Raised Vibes community? How has that been? What's that meant to you?
I like it. I like it, and there's a lot of good energy in it. I think there's a lot of room for growth in the community when people start um, connecting more with each other. And I really like I like reading some of the different experiences that people are having through the challenge, and I really hope that everybody goes through the whole 21 days because it is very powerful. It's easy to fall off of something, but like just to give yourself a self challenge, even if it's not perfect, if it's your best of your capability at that time, that's all that matters.
Yeah, yeah, I totally agree. And if someone is on the fence about joining Raised Vibes community, what would you want them to know?
How it can change your entire life and outlook on everything. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
amazing. It's such a journey, and it's a whole way of life and outlook, and a lot of people can just open their mind to new things and awaken themselves to like a whole nother way of seeing everything in the world and around them, and it's just amazing to awaken that way.
Are you continuing to do the challenge or would you do it again?
Oh yeah, I was actually thinking about doing it again, but honestly, I'm kind of still doing it.
Me too.
So yeah, because I was like, oh, I think I'm going to do another 21 days, but I'm already still doing it. So I guess I'm on day two of part two.
Yeah, I personally lost track. It's been like 40 plus days, and it's just been amazing shifts for me as well. Yeah, and I'm glad it's helping others like you and everyone else in the community. And if you could describe your transformation in just one word, what would that word be for you?
Celestial. I know that might be a little like far out there, but like when I go in the meditations, I just there's just so much light, and then I just picture wings, like my wings coming out and just golden light. I don't know. I especially through the portal, the quantum portal activation. I just it asks in there, what would you be wearing? And I'm wearing wings. I'm wearing these
That's
big,
so,
beautiful wings
that is so cool.
going into the portal. Yeah.
That is
So
so cool. Yeah, I
yeah.
love that. I love that. I actually remember one of the meditations I was wearing, I put on some wings as well. So I like golden wings. So yeah, I love that. Thank you again for sharing this. And your story is very powerful. And I know it's going to inspire someone else to begin their own shift, you know?
I hope so. I hope so. That's what we're all here for, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so
All right.
much.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. So grateful for what you're doing for everybody. It's just you're touching you touched my life, and I know you're going to continue to touch many people's lives and play a huge part in their journey.
Cool.
Great. Well,
Take it easy.
you too.
Have a good
Bye.
Sunday. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.